Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 7th to the 13th. Virgo, this is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Virgo. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Virgo, this is a big week. I love this week. It's a big week in terms of like breakthroughs, a sense of feeling of freedom. Okay, a lot of it's going to be really deep for y'all. I'm not like we're gonna go there, and I'm not gonna be surprised if we see that in your spread. Okay, and the reason I say that is because there's 2 days I want you to pay attention to. The first day is the 9th. Okay, on Wednesday, Venus is going to square Uranus. We've already had a couple of these squares. These are breakthrough moments. These are, these are those good squares, right? Venus right now is in Leo. It's retrograde, okay? In Leo, a lot of reassessing, rethinking, matters of the heart, relationships, passions, but it's also in your 12th house, your subconscious, okay? So with it squaring Uranus, the planet of surprises, basically, there could be some moments that you are, like I say, like that sense of freedom and really just being authentic, okay? Being authentic, true to yourself, possibly unrooting some things, okay? Realizing that you are, you need to have these breakthrough moments, all right? So the other day that, and what makes this day really amazing, by the way, is that Mercury is trining Jupiter. Yeah. That's amazing. It's a very wonderful aspect. It happens, well, this year, I think it's like 5 times, but last year it didn't happen at all. And so, oh wait, no, it did happen, but next year it's going to happen twice. All right, so Mercury trining, your trines are very harmonious. They're very supportive. It's when the planets are 120 degrees apart. Honestly, it is a great day. Great day. A day where you may actually sign some, be presented with a contract. You could hear exciting news. Remember, Mercury is a planet of communication that is in your sign, okay? And since it's in your sign, with Mars being in your sign as well, this is, the first house is self, it's identity. So when I say breakthroughs, a lot of these are going to be personal matters for y'all as well, okay? Y'all are going to go through these personal breakthroughs. Absolutely love that for y'all. Remember, Mercury is your ruling planet, all right? So really big day for y'all. And then on the 13th, the sun is going to conjunct Venus. Now, if you saw my monthly forecast, this is a big one. This is a big Kazemi. Now, when I say Kazemi, I know I get a lot of questions about that. The easiest way to explain it is it's just like the planet is in the center of the sun, and so, or the heart of the sun, so it's really aligned at this point. I mean, come on, it's like looking through a peephole and seeing like a circle. That was the weirdest analogy, but anyway, so this is a day where it's going to be pretty profound, and the reason why is I want you to think about this real quick. The sun, literally, very, very fiery, right? Venus, very fiery, and then the sun and Venus are in Leo, a fire sign that's very fiery. And so this is going to be, you're going to feel it. You're going to absolutely feel it. Remember, these are all, Venus is just matter. You know what? It's just clarity. It's clarity, breakthroughs in terms of what brings you pleasure, okay? At the end of the day, you may have those moments like, this is no longer fun for me. I'm done with this. And you are going to find that new way of having fun. So, and it, remember, Venus is that planet that does rule love. It rules beauty. It rules money. So, creativity, all of those, a lot of things could come up, but that's why we're going to do this tarot reading for y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for the week of August 7th to the 13th. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising. I know people still get it confused. They think I'm saying Sun and Rising. I don't even know what that means. So if I don't know what that means, you probably wouldn't know what it means. So if you know your birth chart, definitely read your rising. All these aspects I talk about are definitely going to be more impactful for Virgo rising, but all Virgos are going to feel this. Secondly, I always say you feel free to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other aspects. With Venus being very, very active this week, I would recommend reading your Venus if you know your birth chart. But let's go ahead and get started. Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for this week, August 7th to the 13th, Virgo. Now, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really gives the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Virgo, you're amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all, you know what? This is... we're close to your birthday season, aren't we? We're very close, Virgo. So here we go. Let's do this. I love this. You know what the funniest thing is? Remember how I said Venus is very active this week and Venus is all matters of the heart? I've done a bunch of readings at this point. There's a similar pattern that's happening in everyone's readings. I'm going to point it out later, but you're good. You got the Page of Cups. So it looks like a lot of y'all have had this breakthrough, okay? A lot of y'all have had this sense of like, something is not having fun with something anymore. And it could be something, again, just really, really deep, okay? Really, really deep. Because not only did I say that Venus in Leo, okay, and the Sun in Leo right now are in your 12th house, the subconscious. So that is just subconscious is intuition, it's dreams. Even pay attention to your dreams right now. Even like facing fears and whatnot. But Uranus and Jupiter are in your 9th house of spirituality, your belief system, your philosophies, the way that you see things. So, Page of Cups, in your past, there is a sense of energy that I'm getting that something has happened, that it's like, done. I'm moving forward with this new thing now. This new thing, okay? And so there could have been something that you have really embraced, okay? You've really had that breakthrough. Again, I feel like it's really had it's just more up, like, I feel like, you're really, it's almost like you're really... visceral is what Virgos are going through, okay? Really, really, really visceral. But the Page of Cups is great. Ushering in that new change. Page is bringing a lot of new energy, new journeys, new paths, new opportunities, new beginnings. Pages are also the messengers. So you could have had some sort of message come through. It could be spiritually. Yeah, sure. It could be in your physical world that came through. That was like something that was really... fulfilling emotionally. All right, cups are emotions, right? Feelings, even intuition. But I absolutely love that for you, because look at this. You got the King of Cups and the heart of your spread. Do you see how we jumped from the Page of Cups straight to the King of Cups? Listen, King of Cups and the heart of your spread is it's like the headline news of the week, okay? This is it. You are here. I love this. Love it. Love it, love it, love it for you. King of Cups is all about love. You know what? He is the most emotionally stable. So again, like, I feel like that you are in this place where you've had this breakthrough. You've got some new things, and I want you to ask yourself, like, what is it in your life that has you've let go and you've moved forward? It can even be, just based on what's happening for you astrologically. It can be something in your physical world. It can be something really emotionally, okay, especially with the cups here, but also spiritually as well. All right, like really ascending now. All right, but you're good. This is a week where you are going to be on top of your emotions. You're going to be emotionally stable. I mean, look at the king. He's literally his throne is on top of water. Okay. On top of water, but take a close look. Look how turbulent that water is. Nothing's gonna knock him off. Nothing's gonna knock him off. You're really good. this is really great. And, you know, the King of Cups is the most intuitive. He is, like, freakishly psychic. And so he leads with his heart. He has a huge heart. So it's not only, like, all this love to give and spreading that love, but it's also a lot of self-love, okay? But it's also, like, really tapping into your intuition. I mean, it's like looking at your entire spread. It's just so funny. Okay, so the thing that I was gonna, there's two things. I hope I don't forget the second thing, but the first thing I was gonna say is you did get the Ace of Swords, okay, in your challenge area. So again, there could be something. Well, here's the thing: a lot of the other signs I've read for in their main spread, they got no swords at all. How funny is that? Especially with a week where it's all about Venus, all about matters of the heart, all about passion, all about like feeling, having a lot of like that emotional depth, right? But there were no swords, so it's almost like cloud nine energy for the week. But you need to like really put some, you know, into the things that you do. All right, it's almost like being swept off your feet with like some Romeo or passion or a Juliet or whatnot, right? And everything that you do, you see everything through like heart-shaped cupcakes this week. But you did get a sword suit, but it is in your challenge area. Now, this is a very powerful sword, okay? Ace of Swords is super powerful. One thing I want you to know, aces, they, out of all the minor arcana cards, they usher in the most new change of swords. Is all about change, okay? But it is still the mental suit, all right? So logic, intellect, communication. So this is a very powerful card of change, okay? It's a very auspicious, a lot of success with this card. It's coming in your challenge area, so two things here. One, there is something about contracts that could, if you could be, I did say Mercury is trining Jupiter. It is a time where a lot of times the contracts may come up around this time, all right? It may, remember, Venus is still retrograde, so it's almost like there could be some things with the contract that you just want to just sit with and think about, okay? Remember, the sword is in your challenge area, and if you don't even have to consider it a challenge area, you can see it as a breakthrough area. So you have to really just, you know, let it marinate a little bit if you're presented with that. Secondly, I'm getting a lot of it's like don't be afraid to communicate this week, okay? It's a big message coming through. Don't be afraid to communicate the things that you need, the things that are up here. Let it out, all right, Virgo? You're good at that. You don't, I mean, come on. If you're a subscriber, you know my mom's a Virgo, okay? And so I get it. I'm a Virgo moon too. So, but with the Ace of Swords here, really just be able to communicate the things that you need. Now, the last thing that is coming up is that the Ace of Swords is challenging the King of Cups, okay? So really there is that kind of like disconnect. There could be something this week where you do feel it's almost like outweighed, okay? Again, it's like emotions over intellect, right? With the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So there could be a lot of things that you do just whimsically or from the heart, which is fine, but just really put that, you know, first, I think you should ask yourself, do you have a better head or do you have a better heart, right? And then find that balance, right? Find that balance, mind, body, soul. We want it all connected. Now, you did get the Seven of Wands in your crown. This is indicating there is this sense of you really just standing up for yourself, okay, this week. Really just not letting anyone take anything that you worked hard for, all right? There is going to be, you know, this is, you know, it's all about valor, this card, all right? You see that he is standing on the top of a slippery slope, on the top of the mountain, defending himself after all these other people coming. You can't see the people with the wands, right? And so it's indicating there has been some success. There has been, people are coming after him because they're a little jealous or a little envious. So whether it's at work, whether it's at home, there is a sense of you just saying, drawing a line in the sand. That's what you want to do this week. And I want you to ask how that resonates with you, okay? Because it could be something that's it's gonna be something that you deeply care about. All right, so you did get the Five of Pentacles in the root of your spread, okay? So some of y'all are feeling like, even though you feel emotionally stable, if you feel like you're definitely going to feel a little bit more intuitive, more like in touch with your intuitive side, there is a sense of y'all feeling like there's, after what happened in the past, something that you had this breakthrough from, something that you could have let go, especially with the Page of Cups, and it's like emotionally you're good. There's still a sense where in your physical world you may feel that there's a sense of loneliness, or you're asking like, was that the right thing to do? That's fine. We're all gonna have those questions during Venus retrogrades, right? We're all gonna have those questions, especially a week like this, okay? A week of surprises, a week of breakthroughs, a week of like a sense of freedom, but also a week of transformation and change. And with that comes a lot of like, asking those big questions. But you did get the Five of Pentacles. It's in the root of your spread. This is a card where it is, there is loss attached to it. I'm getting more, it's like there is something that you did let go, and now it's almost like you could at some point really feel like you may be asking like, was it the right thing? Or there could be something new that you moved into where you feel like, I don't know if this is the right situation. But at the end of the day, I want you to know, and I've been saying this in a lot of other readings because there's been a lot of elements of these kind of energies that come up. If you've had any loss, don't focus on the loss. Focus on what you're going to gain, okay? That's the challenge with these two people that need support, is that they're literally outside of church. There's so much support around them, but they're so focused on their plight. It's almost like they can't even see that there's all this support around them. But looking at your spread specifically, it's almost like you're refusing to see to look out for help. So again, just be vocal. Like I said earlier, if there's something that you need to talk about, or you have so much support around you, okay? So you're gonna be, and I'll even clarify that for you. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be something that you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So a lot of y'all possibly went through breakups, okay? Especially because Page of Cups, we're starting, and it depends on what day you're actually watching this reading too, because this is in the past. So but just keep that in mind. But this came up in the past, and it can indicate like this new, like, going after something, right? This new love that came into your life, or even love interest, or whatnot. So it's leaving something else behind. But and I say that because justice really does is ruled by Libra, and Libra is a native ruler of the seventh house of partnerships and relationships, marriage too. So it could be like a marriage. But the other thing is, it's also like there's, and strangely enough, the Justice card has come up in pretty much everyone else's reading too. It's really interesting. But here's the other thing, is like, this is just saying that there is this sense of justice, that when you reach out for support, when you don't feel sorry for yourself, where you don't feel, and I'm not saying anyone is, that's what this card reflects, right? Like I said, they focus on their plight, they focus on the negatives of everything, like those low energy frequencies, like they're a lot of self-pity, and a lot of refusing to see any support out there, right? And so if you have that feeling this week, Look up and you'll be fine. You've got justice. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. But again, it's that balance that I was that came up earlier, the mind, body, spirit, all of that. And you even see, even here, it's going to bring all that balance to you once you have that sense of, you see the scale in the judge's hand, right? So use the sword. This is you, okay? Use that sword. Use that sword to cut anything that you don't need from your life at this point, to truly move forward, okay? To truly look up. I mean, you know what comes after the Five of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles, okay? Support. Support. A lot of, could be also financial support, if that is what you're looking for, because it is the Pentacles, which is money and wealth. There's also your physical reality as well. But the reason why I say financial support is because you did get the Two of Pentacles in your future, indicating that there may be something that is like, you're gonna have to find that balance again, okay? There's a lot of imbalance in this card. You can see that the pentacles are a little off balance, the waves in the back, even his foot is off the ground. So there may be a point where you're gonna have to think about dropping something, or smoothing things out, okay, with that balance energy. All right. And it could be even it can be something that is possibly like even like two people that you're seeing, or it could be two job offers, or it could be maybe having to make that decision of, do I finally sell my house and retire, or move to Tallahassee, Florida, or wherever, right? So ask yourself what's resonating with you. But there's a sense of like, you're gonna be good emotionally, but in your physical world around you, there could be a little bit of, okay, but I still need to straighten these things out. Okay, so don't neglect the things that you need to put in order this week. All right, so Virgo, I hope you look at the. I see. I'm doing my time checks now, so I don't go over. Okay, so let's take a look at your stuff. Virgo, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. You're amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I do appreciate it. I am really grateful, Virgo. You are... Oh, this is going to be a week. That was an intentional, dramatic pause. Okay, so let's get started. You got the Two of Wands. All right, so definitely, when I say if there are things that come up where you have to put things in order in your physical world, and also, did I mention it earlier with the Ace of Swords? There could be something that maybe like even a contract or something, that there's some sort of agreement or something to like really marinate, just really spend a little bit more time thinking it out. It's coming up again with the Two of Wands here. Just all about, just keep planning, okay? Keep planning. Don't really, and I did a video on like what not to do while Venus is retrograde, and you can watch that. I'll leave the link up somewhere, or maybe even at the end of the video. But you may not want to like jump into things really quick right away, but hey, just keep planning, plan things out until you're really confident and sure that it's like, all right, this is it, this is good, I feel it in my heart and soul. Now, you did get the King of Pentacles, okay? Very interesting, right? Very interesting. I normally don't like to spoil your last reading. My readings are always a continuation of the reading before. That's what life is, right? I know that it's not. I know that a lot of tarot readers do it, but because of the astrology part, like it only makes sense for me. Like adding all that stuff in. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. If you didn't see your monthly reading, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. cover your ears if you haven't seen your monthly, but you did get the King of Pentacles in your future. Do you remember that, Virgo? And now it's in your external factors area. How cool is that? Okay, so it's happening. Okay, it's happening. King of Pentacles, you can listen. Okay, King of Pentacles is hey, the richest king. Okay, richest king. All about money and wealth here. You can see. Oh, come on. Look at him. He's loaded. He's loaded. All right. He holds the golden scepter. He holds a golden scepter that creates the abundance. There's only 2 people in all of tarot that have that golden scepter. Now, look at his heart. I mean, like, 2 things here. One, yeah, sure. Your life is going to be filled with wealth. Okay. Now, if you're not here for money, well, it looks like it's gonna like you can create this amazing reality, all right, with the decision that you make, all right. Again, some of y'all could have like job opportunities come up. Some of y'all could decide to do something different, maybe start a side hustle. But even still, King of Pentacles in your external factors area, this is huge. This is really big. Went from your future to now it's happening. Okay, this is I'm going to point out that the King of Pentacles is Taurus. All right, so remember what I said. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus in your 9th house right now. So a lot of y'all will feel like even like spiritually like enriched. There's like this spiritual growth on your journey, on your path to enlightenment. There's also this abundance in your physical world. It's really nice. Okay, this is a nice feeling. This is what some of y'all are definitely going to get, like raises or promotions, or even just feel, if you're not here for money, and some people aren't, this is just wealth in all forms of the word. Okay, wealth in your career, wealth in family, wealth in personal, you okay, feeling self-confident and whatnot. He is the King of Pentacles. He's a provider, he's a protector. Okay, and so it looks like you're being protected and you're being provided for. Someone very wealthy could come in and offer you this abundance and wealth. Okay, and it can be big. Honestly, it can be just someone offering you a job, someone offering you something that gives you brings abundance into your life, someone who has a lot of power. Okay, someone who has a lot of power. So keep that in mind. You also got the 9 of Swords. This, where it falls in your spread, it's just like it's almost like you've had all these breakthroughs. You've had a lot of like progression in your self, your identity, a lot of big questions being answered. It's like you just do not want to go to a place where you are, feeling any regret or feeling any self-doubt or feeling lack of confidence, or like you don't want to be in that place. So this is not saying that that's going to happen. It's just saying that you just don't want to go back to those places. It's almost like you just don't want to regret things at this point. You want everything to like work out perfectly for you. And so that's why it's a good idea to just think about that balance. Okay, not only in your physical world, but also like mind, body, spirit. Now, what is going to happen is you did get the Tower card in your final outcome. And so there is going to be something that will likely happen that you see unfavorably. That will happen this week. Okay. Now, one thing that I want to say is that Tower card, a lot of people fear this card. I don't want you to fear this card. Okay. I don't want you to fear this card, because the Tower moment doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. Secondly, when you fear this card, you're already building a blockage for yourself. All right, you're already raising this low frequency energy that's cutting off your intuition. It's cutting off your perspective. Like, you just don't want to fear anything. Okay, so this is a card where something dramatic could happen that you didn't see coming. Remember, I did say from the very beginning, this is a week of surprises and unexpected things. Now, the reason why you shouldn't fear the Tower card, again, it happens for you, not to you. Okay, the universe is saying, hey, you're good, things are good, there's some things that are happening, but you're not letting this go, or this is something, you're kind of veering off your path, so we're gonna and then put you back on the right path. Okay. I'm going to point something out here. You see that lightning striking the crown off the tower. You also see, let's call them flashes. Okay. The 12 flashes over to the left of the card. And then you see the 10 over here, right? These represent the constellations. These, the 12 zodiacs, and then these represent the 10 spheres in the Tree of Life. And so when you add them together, it's 22. Okay, and so there's 22 paths in the Tree of Life, and they are, even 22 major arcanas as part of the hero's journey, the fool's journey, right? Your journey, and so this, and in the Tree of Life, there is the flashing sword or the flashing light or whatever you want to call it, but this is fated. All right, so Virgos, some of y'all are gonna feel it on, I would say it's a scale. Some of y'all may feel like it's gonna be like a 1 or 2. You're gonna be like, that was it. Okay, cool. Let's just keep moving forward. Some of y'all, it may be a little bit more right, something that makes you stop and think. Okay, you're like, okay, that just happened, WTF, what's going on? But then it's the tower is like one of those cards, it's like one of those moments where, again, like I said, in the moment you see it unfavorably, right? So it can be like just something that happens at, like, the rug is pulled under you and then you're just like, like angry fists, but it is one of those things where a few days later, or even a week later, or even like a month later, you see that it was actually the best thing for you. Okay, so it was the universe like protecting you. Okay, and I'll even clarify. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it clarify for you. But yeah, you got the Devil and the 3 of Cups. So you're meant to go through this, okay? Whatever this tower moment is, because it looks like I said, I think I mentioned it in the beginning, there could have been something you left behind, or something that you left, and it left you so emotionally just like, oh, like, feels really good. Feels really good. But look at what happened here. You got the 5 of Pentacles clarified with the Justice card. Now, you got the Tower clarified with the Devil. And so this is indicating it was something that was definitely not serving you well. The Devil represents everything that you think the Devil would represent, something that is not serving you well, okay? And remember how I said this week there is like, well, Venus, matters of the heart, and then the Kazemi, okay, on the 13th. All about like pleasure, what's going to bring you pleasure, what doesn't bring you pleasure anymore. The Devil is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is in your 5th house of pleasure, of love, romance, creativity, self-expression. Like, this is saying that there is something that you are possibly being seduced to, that you may or may not know. I have a feeling that you do, okay? I have a feeling that you do. With Venus retrograde in Leo in your 12th house and the subconscious, I have a feeling that you do, but some of y'all may not know. And with Jupiter and Taurus in your 9th house spirituality, but there is something that you have to let go. And it is one message coming through. It is fear itself. It may be something that you are afraid of. And it just has this like laser grip on you. The laser grip? Does that even make sense? I'm probably thinking of the wrong words. But in any case, look. The Tower is ruled by Mars. Mars is in your sign. Again, the Devil's ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is in your 5th house of pleasure, okay? Now, Leo, the Sun in Leo right now, is the native ruler of the 5th house. So when I say this is fated, this is fated. And it's actually trying to save you from whatever is not serving you well. And the Devil is vices, addictions. Okay, drugs and alcohol are the most cliche, but addictions come in a lot of forms. I mean, I say it all the time. If you're binge watching Succession, or Love Is Blind or The Witcher like 7 days a week, 20 hours a day, that is not good for you. So think about that. There's something this week where it may be something that you may know that's not good for you, but a lot of y'all may not know it's not good for you. Okay, and this is why this tower moment is going to happen, because you're not going to let it. It's almost like you need a. Okay, but again, a big message coming through for me is like, it's almost like fear itself. There is like a sense of fear, like there is like this emotional stability, but like it's almost like this intense, like this feels really, 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 really good, but there's something that's happening in your physical world where it may actually not be the best thing for you. All right, again, this is Venus retrograde in Leo. Everyone is having some sort of around this week with these big aspects that are great aspects. Okay, so remember, if there is some sort of loss, you need to focus on what you're going to gain, and what you're going to gain is the Three of Cups. So you're going to be good. I mean, this is all about joy. This is all about celebration. There's nothing wrong. I mean, come on, look at this. This is, at its core, it is like a lot of bonding too. All right, so bonding with friends and family. And remember what I said. The two things that came up in your main spread, that was just like, communicate the things that you need. Okay, and to communicate, you actually need people to communicate too. All right, so keep that in mind. And then you got the Five of Pentacles, where these people, where I was getting more of a feeling that it was almost like you were refusing some support this week, refusing some of if you need it. Okay, if you need it, but there you go. It's almost like this is like a happy. It really is, even though you may not see it at the time. This is actually really good for you. This is helping you clear the decks. Any of these low frequency energies, it's cutting that from your life, okay? And then you get to celebrate after. This is saying this is the best thing for you. In fact, I would honestly say this is going to be a very transformative week for you. It's something will happen, but again, look at it as I know it's so cliche to say, like, looking on the bright side of things, and the glass half full and whatnot, but I'm not going to say any of that. What I am going to say is what I said earlier. Do not focus on any losses. Focus on what you're going to gain. Okay, focus on what you're going to gain. This was meant for you, okay? There's something you're going to have to let go that you may not be aware of. You will when the tower moment happens, and you're like, oh, that's what was holding me back. And it could be something that's so deeply rooted subconsciously, okay? But then again, some of y'all may be aware of some of these things that you're like, I probably shouldn't be doing this. I probably shouldn't be doing this. And then the universe is going to be like, yep. Heard. Like, getting that out of your life, and now you can celebrate with the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups in the heart of your spread. You got two kings. I mean, you're good. You're good. You may not see it that way. But you're good. Okay, Virgo? So did I talk about Lionsgate? I didn't. I mean, this is a week, August, we're coming out of Lionsgate. Well, it peaks on August 8th, 8/8. It really is a time where it's more of a like cosmic thing. It's when the sun is in Leo. It's when Sirius and the Earth and the Orion constellation, like, there's like an alignment that's some people would say it's like a portal, but if you were to add that to all these things that have been happening, the nodal shifts, the just all these huge aspects, okay? Huge aspects that are all about changing your life, okay? Shifting your life in a new direction. You almost have the best thing for you, because the universe is actually coming into your life right now and saying, you're gonna keep moving forward. We're taking all the bad stuff out. All right, so Virgos. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to go this long. Oh, okay, Virgo. Thank you much. I can't even talk. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. Next week we have that new moon in Leo, which is going to be really big, and then we enter your birthday season. So Virgo, I will see you next week. All right, bye bye.